hello, welcome. Before we get like super comfortable, can we cheers to the show to make sure that we're gonna have a great weekend? Yes, absolutely. Cheers, cheers, cheers. Yes. Yes, yes. Don't down that super fast. Sip it, sip it, sip it. Fuyu, yes, yes indeed. Just a little sip, just a little sip. We have to have a conversation.
Not bad.
It's real. Oh, that is. Oh, yeah, that's real. That's definitely real. On, always. Right, right? We want our meat wad up here, don't we? Yes. Careful, Dana, careful. There we go.
Much like Dave.
Yeah.
Always on.
Always. I love it, I love it.
Your Holiness, you know what I'm talking about. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Let me think.
We got
Antonio, right? And hold on.
Wolverine.
And Wolverine?
Macaulay Culkin, Wolverine.
You didn't actually tell me, but I kind of remember.
You look like
A?
Macaulay Culkin a little
With
bit,
an A?
you know. Do it.
No.
Oh,
there it is.
now you're gonna
No,
put
that was
you're gonna
before.
put the
No,
Pope's
no,
and
yeah,
Deadpool's
no,
eyes out with those things.
Marcus,
gonna cut the whole Pope.
Marcus, okay.
I love it.
Still
I love
got it.
Marcus Aurelius.
Marcus, Antonio, Tom, Abby.
There we go.
Uh,
Who else?
I can't see anybody else.
They're
He's
all
good
there.
with names.
Sorry, shouldn't have sat. Not in the front row.
Dwayne.
Oh yeah, Aki. when I say
Dwayne,
it wrong.
Alex.
There we go. There we go.
Donna Blitzen.
Donna.
Santa.
The lost reindeer, Donna. It's because she's always griping about how dirty the stall is. and Santa never puts her in the best spot. She's a real pain in the ass. Am I going this year, Santa? No, Donna. You're a pain in the ass. Oh, yeah. And another thing. If that little weird elf comes in here and takes more pictures of my hooves, I'm leaving.
Donna Tuscadero.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow. We are kicking off this panel excellently. Guys, first and foremost, welcome back to Columbus. We are so glad to have you here.
And Victor, did you introduce yourself?
I did, of course.
Oh, yeah,
These
okay,
are
sorry.
like this is all my cousins.
That's true.
So I gotta know, like, in your mind right now, how do you describe the perfect fan of Aqua Teen Hunger Force?
Loaded with cash. And can't wait to get rid of it. Like they robbed a bank and
just
they
right
got
here.
to launder money through us. I'm talking a lot. Hundreds,
But also
thousands of
with
dollars.
with brain damage, they forget that they had gotten autographs and they get another one like 5 minutes later.
They're like that
Yes.
fish in the Finding Dory movie where they only have a 5-second
I did have this couple
memory.
come to my table at the show I was at a couple of years ago, and they bought 2 of everything off my table.
That's not bad.
So I was like,
Yeah,
let's say
that's-
2 of each of everything.
That's the other arguing thing. Couples that can't share.
Yes.
So they have to get one for
Yes.
each of them separately.
That's right.
I'm gonna say though, a few people really made my day today. Like there was a woman who had a tattoo of Carl.
Wow.
on her
she's
on her
right there.
thigh.
She's right there.
Oh, there we go. And
All right.
and they were talking about how is it Adam and Christy? Is it? All right. There
Good
we
job.
go.
Good
Are
job.
you just saying that not to embarrass me up here? They were talking about Have Yourself a Meaty Little Christmas, the album. And
We should have done a Christmas concert
We
while
shoulda-
we're here.
we should have.
There's still time.
Is mostly yes, and we were talking about the making of that album, done in a flurry on a November with needle drop music, 2 different versions of Carl singing "I'll Be Home for Christmas,"
Oh, my gosh.
both involving masturbation jokes, and the PapaJohns.com bowl.
Oh no. Okay.
Very proud of that
No,
album,
it's what you should
and
be.
that made my day to hear about that.
I love it.
I'll never forget that Dave contacted me and said, Carey, we're going to do an album. I was like, finally, I get to bust a funky rhyme. So I started writing out all these rap lyrics, right?
Right.
And I go to the studio, he's like, it's a Christmas album. I was like, shit, Christmas album. Then he asked me a few years ago, I was like, so did you keep those lyrics? I'm like, no.
Yeah, we did "'Twas the Night Before Jesus."
Wow.
which Shake tells the story of Jesus thwarting the evil Delutatrons.
I remember like recording something for that. Oh, that when we did that like Jingle Bells I remember, like, let's do it again. We did it only once. We're like, let's play that music at, like, 8 times the normal speed. No practice, no rehearsal, just, like, one take. Like, just do it.
And you nailed it.
And the ball's inside the face. And the jingle. Yeah, because it was sort of like, okay, guys, we're going to start from the beginning. Let's take it real. Oh, God!
And, of course, we wrote some originals, the enduring classic, I Sure Hope I Don't Have to Beat Your Ass This Christmas.
That's playing in regular rotation in my house. Absolutely.
And Santa left a booger in my stocking. And, of
That
course,
totally is like a song my nephew would listen to. He plays, as soon as December 1st happens, we all go to Thanksgiving together. He, on every Alexa in my parents' house, he has on endless repeat, I Farted on Santa's Lap, which is a real song, not written by Dave Willis.
Should have been, though.
That's on Amazon or Alexa or whatever the hell it is.
you don't know if it could have been ghost written. Yeah, I'm part of the Brill building ringers.
We need the Meatwad cover.
You should tell him, because my favorite story of all that from that album is, I want to take the chickens of taco. I want to give you
We hired the mariachi band from some nearby Mexican restaurant.
That's like your parents' favorite Mexican
Because
restaurant,
my producer was like, I don't have time to put all this together, so we brought him in one take live. Here's the new lyrics.
Just go, with a chicken and a side of guac. They're like professional musicians getting dragged into a professional studio,
Right.
And then singing like Booger Taquitos or whatever. Like,
But they
I
did
wasn't
it
there,
well.
but were they like baffled at what was happening? Like the rest
No,
of
I
us,
mean, the
or-
check cleared. They were like, yeah, this is much better than the Mexican restaurant. This is over a third more than the Mexican restaurant.
Watching people ignore us in between songs when we ask for tips.
Did you at least take them back to the Mexican restaurant for dinner afterwards?
Oh, no. No. We conveniently forgot their address.
Well, that happens. That happens. Okay, so thinking about the longevity of the fan base behind this show, what does it say to you to see so many people having loved it for so long? Does that mean that you did something absolutely right or a little bit wrong?
I think a lot of them cut the cable, and so they don't have anything to watch anymore.
Wow.
They're living off memories
Come
now. They look
on.
at a blank television. Like, man, last show I watched, remember that thing with the hot dog and the cup and the...
Well, I had a guy came up and got my autograph for Barry, an Archer, and
Right.
he was writing down the name of. He was like, "Now this is Aqua Teen what?" And I was like, "This is we have like 140 something episodes, like
Right.
2 movies, a video game, a Christmas album.
Right, like-
Let me ask you this
See
question.
this skateboard I just brought? It's like, yeah.
In reality, because it's always, I mean, we know about this, but it's always shocking, not really shocking, but like kind of shocking at how many people, like Adult Swim was our lives for 25 years or whatever. But you grab an average guy off the street, they've never heard of Adult Swim, let alone of any of the shows on there. You're not going to get like 1 out of 10 people loves Xavier Renegade Angel. Not
They
that they're not
should,
out
though.
there. But my question is like, a lame show, some lame show on, whatever, some big corporate, whatever, Fox or something. Everybody knows it. Even if they don't know it, they all know it. They know what it is.
Right.
But like, if you had a group of 100 people, Dave, average Americans, average age, what percentage of those people, not the people here, these are all specialists,
Yes, we are.
but like, do you think 20 people would know about Adult Swim? Like, enough that they could name, let's say, 3 shows, not Rick and Morty or Family Guy.
Oh, I don't know. I mean, but
Like 5?
But I'm constantly hanging out with friends of the parents of my kids' friends, so they're always like, "Huh, Aqua, what is it? I'll have to check that out."
Wow.
But occasionally they'll know Archer though, which is nice.
Yeah. Well, that's a bigger show. I mean,
No, it isn't.
But I mean, the billboards everywhere.
Yes, it is.
Advertising.
Yes,
Does
it's
Archer have a
much-
Christmas,
it's much bigger.
Christmas album?
They wish.
That's right.
They didn't get that Mexican band from the Mexican restaurant. I'll
So
tell you
they're
that
not bigger
much.
than you. I think not. Not
They
at
say
all.
we only do quality products, and we only do one take. We're like the mariachi of Sinatra, baby. One take and we're out.
But I mean, I think you do make a good point, though. Without Aqua Teen Hunger Force, there could not be Archer. I think you guys kind of set the stage for a certain style of comedy.
Oh, I think Archer could exist without us.
No, I'm not giving it to
I
you.
do.
I refuse.
I indeed do.
refuse. Come on, you guys were literal trendsetters in the way that you told fun stories, made us laugh with characters that could be at all asinine but so relatable all at the same time.
But I'll say this, like, we knew that, like, I know the Archer guys pretty well, like, because they made C-Lab, you know, and they were peers of ours, and we've known them for a long time. But, you know, when they started that show, like, my character was supposed to be a cyborg, and I think FX was like, no, nobody knows what that is. And I'm like, $6 million man?
Right. Like, what?
But, you know,
Okay.
that's the type of network oversight you're going to have that you're not going to have with an Aqua Teen.
Right.
And that's why we can have a cybernetic Ghost of Christmas Past.
Which is also, and you can make your episode of Cybernetic Ghost of Christmas Past for $35.
We dare you to do it.
Yeah.
So considering that technology has advanced in a fun sort of way, is there anything that you think would be fun to explore again with the show, with today's means of making cartoons?
You know, I don't know. I mean, I love Plantasm, the movie. Like, I think it's a better movie than that first movie. But we had guys that worked with us that were like, it's animated it's too well animated. And I always wonder, like, if we could have animated it more slickly, would it have been as charming or as interesting to people if, you know, we didn't have that weird campfire in every shot, or, you know, or just the characters did more or could do more.
Right.
So I don't know. I don't know that it would have. Maybe it would have. I don't know.
I like the style. I have a friend who, at this point, the line is so blurred between what they actually like and what is something good, or what they like ironically because it's so bad. Like, you don't really think Troll 2 is a good movie. Like, it's fantastic. But, like, at some point, their mind just finally switched. You're like, yeah, I'm going to be a polygamist now. And you're like, how did this start? How do you have 7 wives? Like, I don't know. Just Cindy and I, we were just needed something to spark it up. Now I got 7 wives. Like, I don't think they know a good movie or a bad movie anymore. Because, like, there are certainly terrible, horrible movies that I love watching. I think everybody does. But I can also say, like, yeah, this movie's a train wreck. There's nothing good about it. The performances are terrible. The movie's terrible. Everything about it's terrible.
But it would dictate. I mean, the limitations would dictate, and limitations are fantastic to have, you know, because we're trying to make Fantasia with $4.
Right.
You know, and so
Instead, you made Burrino.
you know, and our animator is like, all right, so I envision Frylock would flip over and walk with his French fries, and it's like his face would be upside down. No, he's gonna float because that doesn't cost any money.
Yeah. Well, where I was going with it was, I think people like who you're talking about who say, like, no, the old style's the best. I think it's because it's what you're used to and everything. And it's an impossible question, but, like, I really like the animation in Plantasm. And the new, like, it's just nice to see them move a little. Like, the old ones, great. But, like, I love that it's just, like, 15% more. Like, I don't want, you know, Disney Fantasia. But I like that.
I mean, that would be funny, though.
Like, I think they would have been equally as funny, because it's it's certainly about the writing, not the animation. That's, you know, nothing against the animators.
But I mean, we would need, like, to have an explosion. We would add this campfire that I shot across the street, like, years earlier on High 8, maybe? Yeah. High 8, and then we would just add an explosion sound effect, and it would almost work. You see a campfire for a split second, and you hear,
Well, and I think like the great thing too is after a certain point, I don't know how many episodes in you'd ever say, but like then it was you really even now you could not have any kind of you cannot have any other fire or explosion. It's like has to be that. It's
Right.
like it's your Wilhelm scream.
That's a brilliant statement right there. Carey,
It's beloved.
Yeah, it is.
I'm gonna start making campfire T-shirts for those couples that can't share.
Definitely do that. Carey, what do you think the effect of Aqua Teen Hunger Force has been globally? Do you see other cultures represent like Frylock anything?
I have been contacted by some people in the UK and Australia and places of that nature because, there's an Adult Swim UK now.
Of course.
There wasn't 20 years ago. You know what I'm saying? But it has crossed the pond, so to speak.
I love that.
There are some Aqua Teen fans overseas, believe it or not. Not very many, but there are some.
We're getting there. We're getting
Well, about as many as there are here. There's just a bigger population here. So
Yeah, don't
China,
say.
there's like 2 guys in China who went to college here and then they went back and.
Are you ready for the anime adaptation? Like it's coming. Like I feel like that's.
We did talk about that.
See?
We did talk about that with Adult Swim a few years ago, and I think they opted for Rick and Morty.
They did it with Rick and
But-
Morty.
But they said, here's how that works. You write the script, and you can watch how they do it,
Okay.
but you cannot really
Don't say nothing else?
participate.
Oh.
They interpret the script how they want to do it.
Okay.
So, yeah.
I mean, in a way, I feel like that would be the most fun way
absolutely.
to do it. Like, just send it away and
Absolutely.
be like, bring it back, fuckers. Let's see.
I absolutely love that.
Like, that would be great.
Yeah. Now, I mean, how far did you go in that process? Did you actually write something or?
No. We had a phone call. Then it never happened. But we still have hope. We hold out
now
hope.
have hope. Like how
Hey,
many of y'all would love
cartoons
to
keep
see
coming
that?
back, baby.
How
Look
many
at
of y'all would love to see
Scooby-Doo.
that? Come on. Yes? Okay. So we're going to start a whole petition just to get that to happen because I personally want to see that.
I'm training my son to do the Meatwad and the Carl voice because when I die,
That
I
worked
want him
well
out
for
there.
Mel Blanc.
Yes, I want him out there lobbying.
Mel Blanc, just for the record,
Yes.
trained his son Noah to do all his voices.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
Only problem was he couldn't do any of them good. So he got to do all the voices for like 3 weeks.
You got too much of your mother in you.
Yeah, right. I got a little too much of my yappy mom.
Now,
And then like after that, he did like a commercial or something. I remember for like Chevrolet or something, but they showed him, and he kind of looks like a weird version of Mel Blanc and George Hamilton if they had a child with each other, which did happen.
I mean,
But then, like, yeah, after 3 weeks, they're like, no, you're not. I'm sorry. No, you stink at this.
Hey, what's up, Cadillac?
What's up, Chevy Nova?
that's awful.
What's up with the gas mileage? Well, Bugs. What's up about that powertrain warranty, Doc?
Now, considering that each of your characters have such a
Well,
distinct
that's
voice,
despicable. He did all of them.
how many fans have ever tried
I
to
thought
do
I
your
taught a
voices?
powertrain transmission, Doc.
Really?
You just went through all of them.
How many fans have ever tried to
Sorry.
do your voices to you?
Every one of them.
Seriously,
Every true fan.
every true fan.
If you're a true fan,
you try to
not
do
a
it.
poser fan.
Okay.
You usually get Meatwad. There's a lot of Meatwads out there.
How many people have a Meatwad impersonation?
Well,
Doesn't have to be good. Yeah. Forest of Hands, Your Holiness. Yes.
Yes.
If you got one, bring it by. I'll film you. I will put it on my Instagram.
And we'll do it.
I'm getting quite a big. I'm getting quite a remark. At Adult Swim yesterday, a few people were like, I like what you're doing on that Instagram with all the Meatwad impressions.
That's a great idea.
Yeah. So
And then do you have like all the trolls come on and like make shitty comments about them?
no.
No comments
Not
allowed?
yeah.
All
And
right,
then
that's nice.
and then
That's
people
nice.
dress like Carl.
Okay. Yeah.
There was a pretty
And
good Carl cosplayer today.
That wasn't a cosplay.
No, it
Wow.
wasn't.
Wow.
That guy was just looking for the parking lot.
That was just somebody's dad.
Hey, you see a little girl named Leah come by?
Wrap it up. Wrap it up with him.
She's dressed like a Ghostbuster.
He's a loser. He does cartoons. Wrap it up. The football game's gonna start. Drove all the way from Indiana for this stupid thing.
He's out there in the hallway.
He's waiting. He's waiting for you to come
He's
back
waiting
out.
for you, Carl. He's waiting for you to come out.
mother's waiting. She made gravy.
Picked the wrong day to wear sandals, I'll tell you. Friggin' this cold, Jesus.
Flip flops and socks, baby. That's a
always-
Southern firing.
Always the way. I want to invite you guys to ask a couple of questions. We have a microphone right over here, so feel free to line up. As they do, I'm going to ask one more. When it comes to the style of this show, is there anything that you would recommend to people who are fans of Aqua Teen Hunger Force that they should be checking out?
Whoa.
Yeah, that's right.
Loaded question.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, I watch all old movies.
Okay.
Well, what did I just watch? You know what I just watched again? This is a great one. Lavender Hill Mob.
Really?
Has nothing to do with Aqua Teen.
I was going to say.
Yeah.
But I watch them
Something
all.
that you-
I like old showbiz stuff, so I
Okay.
feel like all that is in the genetic makeup of
It's in
Master
there?
Shake.
It's in the framework?
Well, I could recommend Squidbillies and Your Pretty Face is Going to Hell as having a similar in some ways vibe. Unfortunately, neither on Max.
Well,
They're not?
No, well, a little bit of Squidbillies. I think the last season with Tracy Morgan is on there,
The Union season.
and the Your Pretty Face is all on the Adult Swim YouTube site. So I'd recommend those.
I bought it. So if you give me $10, I'll let you watch an episode on my phone at my table tomorrow. But don't make a rally out of it, because
There
I
you
got to be quiet about it.
yes. Secret sauce, secret sauce.
You got to bring your own headphones. I'm not
Yeah, but that's
lending
not going to
headphones.
get you your insurance. I'll tell you. It just is not going to get you to your insurance.
No. I got my insurance this year, thanks to Patrick Starr.
Hey. Hello, friend. What's your name and what's your question?
Hi, I'm Joe, and my question is, are you guys aware of the Aqua Teen Hunger Force cameo in Breaking Bad where Walt Jr. is watching it? And
Oh,
if you
indeed.
are,
Yes.
are you a fan? Did you like it or did you hate it?
Are you kidding? I'm
to
so.
show-
Are you
to
kidding? I'm
show
s-
the bad kids.
Yeah, that's
how bad the kids were that they were watching.
that's the writers
Teen
like
Hunger
sitting there
Force.
going, "We got to cut 3 pages." You know, this whole scene with Walt Jr. where he's going wayward with his dad. Let's just depict him watching Aqua Teen Hunger Force.
There's
Same with-
also in The Sopranos. One of the
Yeah.
kids in The Sopranos is laying on the couch in the middle of the day
yes.
watching Aqua Teen.
He won't get a job. He's dropped out of college.
Nothing.
Like all the earmarks, they're like, we want to very
So he's-
quickly depict
Yeah.
that the kid is going the wrong way in life.
Going nowhere.
And my father-in-law was like, "They're gonna send you residuals for that." I'm like, "No, pops."
You'll notice that the audio you don't
Never,
hear
yeah,
it.
never.
I do get residuals from Shameless. It was on an episode of Shameless, and I don't know what the hell it was.
What?
But I get
Aqua Teen was?
I get a check from Shameless, and the
That was the
breaking-
entire family watching that show.
yeah, all of them. Move over. I want the best seat. The Breaking Bad one, I remember I got a call from my agent. They said they want to put this episode, it's going to be a clip, so they'll do the usual. They'll pay you because you get paid. Even if you don't even show up, they give you because it's your voice, everything. And then, like, somebody at Adult Swim, some dirty swindler, some nitwit.
Rude.
We could still be sitting up here. We wouldn't be drinking out of plastic cups. We'd have pewter goblets. Beautiful pewter goblets. But instead they were like, oh, that show's non-union. And they went, oh, the check was like, and they went, yoink. Like, oh, we don't have to pay you shit.
You know what? It's on the
Because
wire.
they paid Adult Swim.
It's on the wire too.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's on the wire and it's
Yeah.
in The Ring. It's the
Ring.
haunted videotape
Wow.
that makes you kill someone 7 days later. It is in The Ring.
That's awful.
In fact,
Two
and those
full
are like
episodes.
the pantheon shows for me, like the pantheon of like The only other show that I would be happy about it would be like maybe like Mad Men, but then it'd be like Don Draper like going, what is this future show that I'm watching?
Get back in your time machine, Don Draper. You got to get back to the 50s and smoke them cigarettes. Hold on, I'm watching a great show, one that will surely break the records.
You know, I actually got a very nice letter from Vince Gilligan about that, about
Didn't
the show.
he say it was like, well, go ahead, but is that the guy who said like he liked to watch it because he could forget about everything?
Yeah, he said he could forget about it, and he sent me like a Breaking Bad luggage with Breaking Bad on the side, which I thought would probably immediately get searched for drugs.
Absolutely.
So I don't ever use it. And
Your bag was randomly selected.
I got a nice letter from David Simon about it, too. So it's nice to see people way more talented than you respond to it.
Come on. Thank you, Joe.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Well,
Hello.
let's just say way more successful.
Okay. I'll
They're
give
not
you that.
sitting
I'll
up
give
here.
you
Not more talented.
They're
no
not
way.
sitting up here drinking out of plastic cups. You know where they are. In their Malibu mansions,
the
drinking
eco
out of
cups,
beautiful pewter goblets.
Working on a show that's on the air.
Yes.
What's your name? What's your question?
My name is Dylan, and
Samurai Beetlejuice, right?
you nailed it. Yeah.
Nailed it.
Carl's a personal favorite of mine. He's the de facto punching bag of
Next
his
question.
neighbors. Do you have a favorite incident or, terrible thing that's happened to Carl? Because, when he was given a body made of eyeballs, always lives in my mind.
Gross.
Well, I always loved that, by the 6th episode, like he was always like, why do I gotta live next to these animals? Like I love the one episode where they're ringing the doorbell and he's just hiding behind the couch going, go away, you freaks, go away. But I
That's
love
a very popular meme now, by the way, if
Yes,
you've
yes.
seen it.
I love by episode 6 or 7 that they're kind of creeped out by him, and they're equally like, I don't know if we should live next to him.
He's the
The
problem.
thing I do love about that eyeball thing, which shows there's real thought in all these, in case some people think it's just cracking open a Keystone Light and, like, what cracked me up is that, yes, if you were all eyeballs and the wind even blew the slightest breeze, that would feel terrible. It would hurt so bad.
That's right.
I always think about
I
that.
can't friggin' blink my torso. It's getting red and irritated. I just want to fill the friggin' pool with Visine and get inside of it.
Thank you. Now we're down to like 10 minutes. We're going to go super fast to get through everybody.
Talk,
Hello.
talk
Fred.
and walk fast up
Yes,
to
yes.
that mic. Everyone shuffle like them Oompa Loompas in the Willy Wonka
Oompa
movie.
Loompas.
Yeah, in the movie. They always like run walk.
Real quick,
they don't
real
walk
quick.
anywhere.
Yeah.
My name's Ben, and
Ben.
my question is, if you could do your dream crossover of Aqua Teen Hunger Force and another show, what would it be?
Pixar, baby.
Wow. Wow.
Frozen 3. With a milkshake, with the talking milkshake. Hey, Elsa, get this dumb donkey out of here, wherever this reindeer thing is. We got work to do.
Freeze me, baby.
Yeah! Let's sing a song and make residuals forever. Where's my ride, bitch? I'm getting in Disneyland. That's my
Master Shake
dream.
style.
Carey?
I like it.
That sounds good to me.
Yeah.
It's perfect!
Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, it would be
Some Pixar money would be all right.
wonderful to fold us into the Star Wars universe, certainly.
Yes, yes, yes.
I am your father. No, I'm your father. Ha ha!
Shut up. Shut up back there. Shut him up.
Did
He's
you see
not
the
your
girl?
dad, I am.
Ezekiel.
Daddy, daddy. I want a lightsaber too, daddy.
Why does Yoda always talk backwards? Subject then predicate. Not the other way around.
I am in Lego Star Wars, and it does sound exactly like I play Jabba the Hutt's cousin.
That's right.
And it still does sound exactly like Shake, so kind of.
Kind of in there. You're in there.
Not that real Star Wars money, though. I can tell you that, Victor. It's
Well, we're working on it.
thinly spread when you get to the cable-only Disney Plus. Not that
It's
actually
a friggin' trap. It's a trap. It's a trap.
No, it's not. Go do it.
I know a good vent guy.
We're just.
You can fix. They fixed. They
The
got.
movie
They
is,
fixed that.
We're
Death
the
Star.
three guys working on the Death Star. We're up in that control booth. What's this little thing? Let it go. It's just one of them stupid X-wings.
So no one closed the vent.
They'll never find
No
that
one
little hole.
closed the vent.
I
Right.
gotta leave it open. It's called a vent for a reason. It ain't called a door. You need it to vent.
I now need this live action to play out, like literally.
We
full
should
script,
we'll just
please.
cut together scenes from Star Wars.
Yes.
And do a voiceover on it.
Yes.
Get up in the vent, meatwad.
That's a bunch of lint and hair and dead roaches up in there. I don't want to do that.
I'm not, by the way, I'm not carrying that body out of here that he just neck pinched with the force.
That's awful. That's
They
awful.
try to nut pinch
you.
me. There ain't nothing there.
Yeah,
No
they couldn't
tension.
find it.
They just come back with a big old handful of honey mustard dipping sauce.
Just like a sweaty, greasy medicine ball. That's all you are. Not like me. Humongous Johnson.
Oh,
Darth Vader's
Hello.
intimidated by me.
wait,
Can't
what's,
handle it.
What's your name and what's your question?
Hi,
Help
my
us
name
escape
is,
this.
Hi, my name is Austin. My question is, do you think Shake and Gazpacho would make great friends?
No.
Next question.
Yeah. Good job.
Shake won't make us great friends with anyone. Gazpacho is a great friend to everyone. Shake is a great friend to no one.
Yes.
Except to even himself. He's his own worst friend.
Thank you.
Thank you. Well,
Thank
hello.
you for your
Hi, my name is
service to
Brianna.
anime.
I have a question about your Aqua Teen Hunger Force Zombie Ninja Pro-Am game. So that game was a fever dream when I first got it.
Marcus has a copy right here.
It was crazy. I brought it back the next day later. But how much creative
You mean
control-
you tried to return it at GameStop?
Yes.
Oh, that's where Marcus bought it. Probably your copy. Bought it for $1.35.
They gave you
at GameStop.
in-store credit.
That copy
didn't they?
is just going to circulate around the world.
$2.50 in-store
Yeah,
credit.
they made 6 copies, and they have worked their way all around the world now. Through
Well done.
GameStops, Dubai. We're going on. Yeah, look at it right there.
But what was your question?
So what was your creative, I would say, control over the game?
None. The first time I played it, I wrote them like this long email of notes, and I got an email back that said, "It's done. It's already done. What are these? What are these?" We had full creative control over the cutscenes. There's about 20 minutes worth of cutscenes. They just didn't know how to edit them, and we re-edited them and put them in the game. Unfortunately, the game is so boring, you'll never get to the end of those cutscenes, but I love the cutscenes.
But
They're very funny.
fortunately-
They're on a DVD somewhere. We
And
put them on a DVD.
they're all on YouTube. Someone put them all up on YouTube.
Yeah, the game could have been so cool. Imagine Golden Tee and Double Dragon like had a baby, but it wasn't like that.
Would you
One-
make another one?
If someone let us like control the gameplay, yeah, oh yeah, I still think the idea was cool. They just couldn't execute, and it was
Kickstarter that shit,
midway, you know.
Right. You can make that happen.
Just get
Thank you.
Thank you.
$8 million on Kickstarter.
Yeah, we can do that tomorrow.
So when I was a kid and they aired the show on TV, there was this little box in the corner that said like what age was appropriate to watch it. And I noticed that when it started airing, it was PG. Then it went up to 14. Then it went up to 17. Was that something intentional on the part?
Now it's 42.
Yeah. Next year, spoiler alert.
You're still not allowed to watch it.
2025,
I'm just wondering.
you're going to have to be 107 to watch Adult
I'm just
Swim.
wondering, was that intentional on the part of the producers, or was that just something that accidentally happened?
No,
think-
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, no, I was going to say, knowing nothing about it, that's got to be a network.
Yeah.
A network thing. That has nothing to do with anybody who did any of the shows.
Yeah, the network was very, very serious about that because when they did Adult Swim, it was a kids' network, and there were laws like FCC regulations about what you could do on a kids' network. Right. So they were really skirting an issue. They did all this focus testing with moms around the country. Like, is this going to be acceptable?
Moms, you know what I mean?
But as it succeeded and eventually did better than the kids' side, it started coming earlier and earlier, and they let us get riskier and riskier with the material.
Like, think in the old days, like, there was no swearing, and now, like, you can watch shows on Adult Swim, and they say, like, all right, I get it, but it's like giggly 14-year-old, like, he said shit. Man, it's a get this damn shit out of my house, yeah. But, like,
and they're referencing like an orgy with full frontal nudity.
Yeah.
On all sides.
Oh, yeah.
Sausage party. More sausage than Schmitz on a Friday night.
Wow.
Local humor.
I was gonna say that's a Columbus joke.
Something
Thank
for the
you,
Columbus
thank you.
folks.
Absolutely. Hello.
Hi, our question's for Dave. We wanted to ask what happened with Space Kataz?
Space Kataz.
Yeah.
Our boss said no.
Aww.
we really loved that idea, and just the idea that the Plutonians and the Mooninites would have some 1,000-year war in the galaxy, and it would involve egging houses and TPing yards. But yeah, no dice. No dice.
Sorry.
We did make a final space. Didn't we make a finished trilogy or something? Oh, I just noticed you got the Foreigner belt.
Come on.
Oh, wow.
They're dressed as the Mooninites.
All right, we got to get a picture at the end of this.
Love it. Love it. Thank you.
We got to get a picture. Get us, please leave. Security.
We'll get a picture after.
We're leaving now. We don't want a picture.
My question is pretty much like, would Master Shake kick Meatwad across the room like how much I wanted to growing up? Because I feel like it was a good size for kicking across the room.
Would he? Wow. Yeah, of course. Why do you think he shaped like a soccer ball? Kickable. You know, there's a German word, I don't know what it is, and it's like someone who has a face that's slappable.
Wow.
There's a German, what is it? Who said it?
No one knows.
No
that
one,
word.
they're just
No one knows
loudly
that word.
talking
Yes,
to each
yes,
other.
yes.
I said I wanted a hot dog and a coney.
Yeah, the German word for somebody who has a slappable face, Meatwad has a kickable body across the room. Yeah.
That or an elbow.
Begging to be
drop.
kicked.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, Shake does not have legs. So is it really?
But he's got a straw.
Is it kicking if you don't have legs, or is it? I'm not being legist
Ew.
if you don't have legs. I'm just saying, like, it's not a kick. I mean, a kick is a foot hitting something and kicking it. Like it's like you're
Whoa.
humping it across
Yeah, I
the
was
room,
gonna
or you're
say,
bumping
we're-
it, or whatever the hell it is. You know what I'm talking about. Yeah.
Okay.
Great question.
Hello.
Your Holiness, don't forget to bless the room at the end of. Now, don't do it
Wow,
real.
wow,
Don't.
wow.
I'm so sick of your half-ass blessings.
Wah, 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 wah.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Yeah. Pope innocent to never. All right, keep going.
Is there one day in particular from any of the things that you guys shot that you wish you can relive just that one day again, getting in that booth and being like, man, that was the best thing I've ever did?
This moment right now is kind of thing.
Aww.
That's why he's the Pope.
That's right. That's
Yeah.
right. I love it. I love it. No?
I sure laughed real hard. This is a different show. Is Your Pretty Face is Going to Hell. I sure laughed real hard the day that we covered Henry Zaborowski in peanut butter. And almost watched his squirrels just carted him off into a tree.
I like it.
I have a similar when they covered Henry Zabowski in Fake Honey, which the special effects guys didn't think would be didn't even just think about it, like leaving it outside in 32-degree weather and then pouring it all over his mostly nude body would not be shocking in any way, shape, or form.
That's awful.
Yeah.
Can I guess time is up, but I want to give this away.
No, we got two things we got to do. Do that quick. No, I think I know who you're going to give it to.
No,
All right.
No, it's a contest.
Oh, it's a contest.
Oh.
Okay.
Thank you.
Because we have something else.
Yes. Well, you want to do that?
Your
something
Holiness.
else?
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Do you want to do that something else right now?
One more question from Tommy.
Yeah. Tommy, today, everybody, by the way, today, Tommy's, are you ready, Dad?
Yes.
Today is Tommy's 33rd birthday.
All right.
Yeah.
Give it up for Tommy.
Sagittarius in the house. Mine was Wednesday.
Favorite colors, red and gold.
Yes.
We're all going to sing happy birthday.
Okay. You guys
You're
ready?
But we're going to sing the Aqua Teen version of Happy Birthday. Ready?
Yes.
Deep within the womb of time.
Within the womb of time.
A creature that is born must be formed. A creature that's been born
to count really fast. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Everybody! 7, 8, 9, 10. Everybody! 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14,
30, 31, 32, 33.
Don't you know that count?
33.
Oh, yeah,
Sing the giggle fest. Let's go. 8, 9, 10, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 5, 6, 7, 8. 32.
32. 33.
3 bells.
The creation lost me man.
Tommy!
I got
Happy
one
birthday.
question.
Yes.
If there was a crossover or something like this, if you guys voice act with the legendary voice actor of Marty Gepps, the voice actor of Courage the Cowardly Dog, and the voice actor of Mario, Charles Martinet, would you voice act with 2 of them if they were doing a new Aqua Teen Hunger Force episode?
Only if they would wrestle.
Wow.
While they were doing the voiceover.
Wrestle for our pleasure.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Yes.
Would you do that?
I would, because I would voice act the show. I would voice act any character, and it would be a great honor. I'm not in this for money, but for the thrill and fun.
Yeah, but mostly the money. I know.
Yeah.
I know.
Thanks, Tommy.
Happy birthday, Tommy.
Happy birthday.
Here.
Absolutely.
Happy birthday. Here, well, hold on.
Hey,
Oh, yeah, look at that.
wait. Come back.
Oh, Tommy.
Make some noise, y'all.
Yay. Tonight.
We've got our stage photographer coming up. We're going to do a selfie, but real quick, last question. What's your question?
The German word was Backpfeifligenschied.
Wait, it's
what is it?
Backpfeifligenschied.
Say it slow.
Backpfeifligenschied.
Backpfeifligenschied.
Yeah.
Thank you, Danzig.
Thank you.
There we go.
Absolutely.
Gestaklik.
Glenn Danzig, ladies and gentlemen. He's back in action. He's got a new album coming out on Spotify. Check it out.
Christmas
Pretty hot
album.
stuff.
I love it. I love
Christmas album.
GalaxyCon, make some noise.
It's called
right now.
A Dead Christmas.
Now, you guys get to come towards the stage, not on the stage, but towards the stage, because we're going to do our stage
Get
selfie.
Tommy up front over here.
Yes. Birthday
Save
boy
room
up
for
front.
Tommy.
Birthday boy up
Deadpool, I'm
front.
looking at-